The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. Here in Westwood, we're ready to bring you the second game of this 2025 Pascack Hills football season. It's going to be a big one. Another league matchup as the Broncos travel for the first time this season as they play the undefeated so far Westwood Cardinals. Very impressive record, beat Lyndhurst, who was a very good team out of the NJIC last year. They pummeled Lyndhurst at their place 34-14, then had a pretty big upset last Friday night. They hosted Pascack Valley and defeated the Panthers 21-7, a matchup they lost 21-7 a year prior. The Broncos, meanwhile, started their season as they did last year against the Mahwah Thunderbirds. Last year it was an 18-7 loss. This year, 41-21. They're hoping this is the last game without Gavin Ulande, but we shall see how the senior fares. My thanks to the wonderful folks here at Westwood for giving us this great position. We hope to bring you a nice game tonight. I'm Matt Merlino. My cameraman tonight is Sean Barry. We're going to have some fun. It's a tape-delayed broadcast, meaning you don't have to wait at all to see the action, except for the waiting after the game actually took place. So thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed your Friday night, and let's cap it off with a football game. Here we are, ready to get started. Westwood will receive the opening kickoff. Their head coach, Bobby Guy, his third year as the head coach of these Cardinals, long-time Westwood assistant. He has benefited from some great years in the program. Only 2 losses in those 3 now years, a 23-2 record as a head coach for Coach Guy. His opponent on the hillside, Evan Lampert, in his 5th year with the team after the loss to Mahwah last week with a 24-15 overall record. Kickoff from Liam Kaza will be returned by Ed Rasmussen of the Cardinals, number 7, and Rasmussen gets it to about the 40-yard line before he is taken down by Robert Malcolm and Ryan Lafferty of the Broncos. And now we will see this Westwood offense led by a sophomore at quarterback, Bruno Vega. 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's actually the leader in passing and rushing yards for the Cardinals so far this season. He's got 260 yards on the ground and 180 through the air, 2 touchdowns passing and 1 touchdown rushing. You also have to watch the Boston College commit, his partner in the backfield, number 3, Steve Klein. First play of the game to Vega, rolling out to his right, fires, and it's a complete pass to Nick Klein, the junior wide receiver, and that'll be enough for a Cardinal first down. We again thank you for joining us on this tape-delayed coverage, as we will have for every Hills away game this season. Next time they'll be on the road will be week 4, Thursday night affair at Ramsey. They'll also be at Dover and at Hoboken week 6 and 8. Here is 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from the 50. They'll hand it off to Rasmussen, used more as an RB2 with a nice combination with him and Klein, and he gains maybe 2 yards on the play to bring up 2nd and 8. Again, I'm Matt Merlino with Sean Barry, my cameraman tonight here at Westwood High School, confusingly located in Washington Township, but that's the way things are. And here is 2nd down and 8 for the Cardinals at the Hills 48-yard line. Vega, the quarterback, Klein with him in the backfield. It'll be a screen for Tyler Hansen. And Hansen has a nice run after the catch right on the line to gain. Let's see. And it looks like they will rule it as a first down. Yes. First down for Westwood there. Nice reception from Tyler Hansen. And the second first down of the game for the Cardinals. Vega 24-32 in 2 games so far. Westwood beat Lyndhurst in week 0, who went 7-2 last year. And they also had that big win against Pascack Valley last Friday night. That was Klein on the run. And he gains maybe 3.
Of the Broncos.
We apologize for some technical difficulties we may be experiencing. It is 2nd down and 6. Vega looking to Coach Guy and his staff on the sidelines. Here's 2nd and 6 for Westwood. It's going to be a deep ball for Hansen. He just missed it. Jacob Cherkis with great pass defense there to force the incompletion, and it'll be 3rd down and 6.
2nd and 6. Broncos 36.
Again, we apologize for some of the technical difficulties. Let's bring you a very crucial 3rd down, 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals in Hills territory. They are at the Bronco 36-yard line. Vega gets the call. Doesn't really come over to the sideline. Just looks over and is able to get what the play is. Here comes the throw. Vega fires. It is caught by Rasmussen. He is tackled out of bounds. No, inbounds. Cherkis with another defensive stop. And it looks like they'll be a yard short. Yes, a yard short of the first down.
4th and 1 for the Cardinals.
4th and 1 coming. Looks like they are going to keep the offense on the field here. It's going to be Vega handing off to Klein. All they need is 1 yard, and they get maybe 3 for another Westwood first down.
Gets down there to 27. That'll move the
So
chains.
Klein with a nice run. And it's 1st and 10 once again for Westwood. Their 3rd first down conversion of the drive and this game. Klein has been a factor. Vega has had some nice throws. He's only a sophomore, but he plays with the poise of a senior. That'll be a jet sweep for Rasmussen. And Ed Rasmussen is taken down by Cody Jones and a swarm of Broncos after about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now.
About 3 yards to the Broncos 25. Lafferty in on the tackle.
Ryan Lafferty, I'm sure as you heard, also was in there, along with Cody Jones and plenty of other Hills defenders, but it'll be 2nd down and 7 here. Westwood at the Hills 25. It'll be another run, this one for Klein, and Klein is tripped up a little, gaining another 2-3 yards. We'll see where the officials spot the ball. It'll be a 3-yard gain to bring up 3rd down and 4. We are in amongst the crowd tonight, just under the Westwood press box. With great seats, we thank the Cardinals athletic staff for giving them to us and allowing us to bring this game to you in our own fashion. This is Vega looking end zone, and too far. Jake Brew on the coverage, some contact there. It was Tyler Hansen, the intended receiver. No flag on the play, although Hansen was pleading for one. And now it'll be 4th down and 4 for Westwood. And this is definitely field goal kicking distance, but they will keep the offense on the field. 4th and 4, and a very crucial play here. Hills with a great chance to stop these Cardinals early and perhaps take away some of the lasting momentum from that big win against Pascack Valley last week.
4th and about 4.
It's a low snap for Vega. He is rolling out right, looking, firing, caught, no, dropped. Dropped at the last moment by Rasmussen. And Hills with a defensive stop gets the turnover on downs. First and 10 Broncos, the first time we will see Liam Kaza today as the quarterback. Last week, 5 for 10, 82 yards and a passing touchdown that ended up with Alex Lula. And he had 37 yards on the ground. He's the leader of this team. Also look to the backfield, the sophomore tandem with Jack Epstein and Andrew Hamilton back there. Looks like Hamilton is there right now. Man in motion, that is Jake Brew. And it's going to be Brew on the first offensive play of the game for Hills. Jake Brew with a nice run out towards the Broncos sideline, gaining 6 or 7 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot him. I think this is going to be 2nd down and 3. Oh, a great start for Hills. Brew had 10 yards rushing in the Mawa game last Friday night. And now plenty of players in motion. Epstein is in the backfield with Kaza now. Here's the snap. They'll give it to the sophomore who had 2 touchdowns in the Mawa game, and he's going to power for 2 yards. And it'll be 3rd down and 1. We do not have a camera on the clock today, but we have passed the halfway point in this first quarter. Under 6 minutes to go in it now. They play 4 12-minute quarters in high school football across America, I believe. 3rd and 1, perhaps even less. It'll be Epstein, who is stuffed by the Westwood defense. Steve Klein in there, number 3. Trying to see who else was there. Perhaps 42. That is Ryan Kren, the freshman, came in with Steve Klein and made a nice play. And this is going to be 4th down and 2. They lost a yard. The Westwood student section is a little bit to our right. Today is a USA theme. Hills is keeping the offense on the field. It's 4th and 2, 4th and 1.5 maybe. See what the call is. Westwood showing blitz, and there's a flag on the play, and it looks like this one will be against the Cardinals. We will check the penalty. It will be encroachment on the Westwood Cardinals, and that will give Hills their first down of this game. No score just yet. Down to the 4.5-minute mark in this first quarter. Kaza with 1st and 10 from their own 35. He's going to look to air it out. Brew can't get there in time. It was a little too long for him. Incomplete. The coverage from Westwood from Nick Klein. He's stuck in there. And the incomplete pass forces 2nd and 10. Westwood's schedule coming up. They beat Lyndhurst and Pascack Valley to start the year. They've got Hills tonight. Then they go at Caldwell next week on a Friday night. That's a pitch for the sophomore Andrew Hamilton, who is taken down, maybe not even at the line of scrimmage. They will put him there. No gain on the play. And this will be 3rd and 10. So Westwood have Caldwell next week, a team that went 4-5, and a team they beat last year 35-13. Caldwell was 4-5 last season. Then they have another league game at home against Dumont to end the month of September, Friday the 26th in week 4. They have 9 regular season games with that week 0 game against Lyndhurst, plus whatever games they'll play in the state playoffs. Kaza rolling out to his right, fires. It'll be the first reception for Alex Lula today, but it will not be enough for the first. Still a nice gain of about 4th down and 5 coming up for Hills from their own 40, thereabouts, 41-yard line. And this will be the punting unit on 4th and 5. So Kaza, the punter, a duo back to receive. Ed Rasmussen and Tyler Hansen are both back at the Westwood 25-yard lines. Here's the snap to Kaza. It's a good one. And Kaza's punt is back to about the 20. It'll be returned by Hansen. Moving laterally now. Hansen with Robert Malcolm chasing him down. Blows by him and is forced out of bounds as more Hills defenders get in the way. Carson Baffa also over there to augment Malcolm's efforts. And now the Cardinals take over in their own territory, but threatening to get back into Hills' side of the field. They'll have 1st and 10. And the clock stopped with 2:41 to go in this first quarter. Both drives ending scoreless. Hills had to punt. Westwood had a turnover on downs on the first possession of this game. Again, the quarterback, a sophomore, Vega. And this will be Klein trying to use his speed. Steve Klein, the Boston College commit. And he has at least a 25-yard gain, probably more. Steve Klein with a great run. First time we've seen an explosive play today, and it will stay 1st and 10 for Westwood, but a complete change of field position. They're now at the Hills 37.
Group of Broncos to take Klein down.
Clock running down to 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. 2 years ago, Westwood was state champions in Group 2. They have been sectional champions 7 times in this program's history. 1st and 10, Vega hands off. It'll be Rasmussen this time, and a great shoestring tackle from Cody Jones, the Hills senior. Still a gain of 6. And it will be 2nd and 4 for the Westwood Cardinals. They'll be at the Hills 31-yard line now with 1:30 remaining in the opening period. Here comes 2nd and 4. Vega fires, knocked down, Carson Baffa. 3rd down. He had a great chance at picking that off, but made a great defensive play nonetheless. 3rd down and 4 coming up now.
Correction, we are 3rd and 4.
Coming down to 1 minute to go, 1:17 on the clock after that incomplete pass. Third and 4. Hills trying for another big defensive stop. Vega with a low snap, faces some pressure, tried to dump one off for Rasmussen, and it was incomplete. So it'll be another 4th down and 4 for the Cardinals. Inside Hills territory, they will keep the offense on once again at the Bronco 31. This was about where they were on the first possession. Let's see if Hills can get another 4th down stop. Vega looking over. He'll get the play call and relay it to his teammates. There's the snap. Vega's going to give it to Klein on a counter. Klein is taken down. Huge tackle by, I believe, 58 Ryan Lafferty. Perhaps Luca Pinto was in there as well, but it will be another turnover on downs for Westwood. Hills takes over near their own 30. 1st and 10 as we are going to hit the end of the first quarter, I believe. 1:04 left to go in it. And while we have a shot, let's look at the rest of this American Red Division. Both of these teams playing in it. Westwood was first last year. They won it. Hills was 5th of the 6 teams. Ramsey playing a big game at Mahwah, big rivalry, and 2 very good teams it seems this year. And Dwight Morrow, that is Englewood and its surrounding towns. They're playing at Dumont tonight. Kaza will hand off on 1st down to Jake Brew, and Brew stuffed by a bunch of Cardinals, including 76 Noah Perez, the senior defensive end. That's quite rough with a 6'1", 180-pound man coming right at you. Just got to bear the brunt of it. Down to 40 seconds left. Looks like a gain of 1 on the play from Brew. So 2nd and 9 and maybe 1 more play in the quarter. So they come down to 25 seconds left in this opening quarter. No score just yet. It is 2nd down and 9 for Hills at their own 32. And that one given to Jack Epstein, and Epstein will get 1 and maybe not much more. It'll be 3rd and long when we come back from the end of the first quarter here at Westwood in Washington Township. We are scoreless at the end of 1. Back now, beginning the second quarter. Hills with 3rd down and 8, deep in their own territory. No score after 12 minutes have been played. Kaza is back to throw, evades the rush, dumps it off for Hamilton. Hamilton with some room to run, and he's got a fresh set of downs at the Hills 46. Andy Hamilton showed some of that explosiveness last week against Mahwah. One of the sophomores filling in while Gavin Yolande recovers from his injury suffered in training camp. But there is excitement with Hamilton and his partner in crime, Epstein, in the backfield. They both played very well in the opener against Mahwah last weekend. Kaza on 1st and 10. He'll throw again. This one's caught by Jake Brew. Brew is taken down on a very nice tackle by Tyler Hansen, but he still has a gain of about 9, so we're going to see 2nd and 1 for Hills in Westwood territory at the Cardinal 44-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up. It is also youth night here in Westwood. Rec night, I believe they call it, so they got a lot of kids out here. Hamilton taking the carry, and he may have gotten enough. He did. Hamilton with great effort. Another Hills 1st down. He got a yard more than he needed, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Westwood 42. Coming down to 10 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10 from the Cardinal 42. Kaza with 2 backs. That's Epstein and Hamilton. They're going to swap around. And we are going to get the first time out of this game from head coach Evan Lampert, who does not look very happy on that far sideline.
There's 9 minutes, 55 seconds to go.
Back after the TO. It is 1st and 10. 9:55 left in this second quarter. Kaza again with two backs. He'll hand it to Epstein, and he powers for a gain of maybe 2.
Epstein with a gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 now coming up. And I'm Matt Merlino. Thank you for joining us here on PH Athletics, your home for every Pascack Hills football game this year. My cameraman tonight, the venerable Sean Barry. And it'll be 2nd and 8 for Hills from the Westwood 40. Coming down to 9 minutes remaining in this second quarter. There's the snap. Kaza hands it to Epstein once again, and Epstein bullied back after only a yard gained. They'll give him 2 actually, but it'll only be enough for 3rd down and 6. So here is 3rd and 6. Hills at the Westwood 38-yard line. Kaza running over after getting the play from Coach Lampert. Here's the snap. They show blitz. Kaza throwing deep. Lula back there. It is intercepted by Tyler Hansen, the wide receiver and the safety, with his first interception of the season. And the Cardinals will take over deep in their own territory, however. And we'll see what they can do with this field position. They're going to be back at their own 16. 8:11 to go in the second quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Cardinals again deep in their own. And they will run it. And bursting through the line for the Cardinals, none other than Steve Klein. He is just a yard short of the first. So Westwood, in the past couple of years, 11-1, sectional champs in 2022, state champs in 2023, perfect record 13-0. Last year only made it to the sectional semis, the Sweet 16 if you will, and went 8-2 on the season. Their only other loss came to Pascack Valley in the regular season, which they avenged last week. That was a quarterback keeper for Vega, first time we have seen that today, and he got enough and then some for a Westwood first down.
First and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 33.
Fresh set at the Cardinal 32. Under 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Looks like they're going to pound the rock. That's Rasmussen, listed as a wide receiver but used as a running back. And he's got 3 to make it 2nd and 7. Klein's been used, Rasmussen's been used, and Bruno Vega recently has been used in the backfield for Westwood. Very much a power running team, although they can find receiving threats, especially with the junior Nick Klein. Westwood at their own 35. Vega facing tough pressure, dumps it off to Klein, and now it's all Steve Klein. And Steve Klein has room down the sideline. He runs out of bounds, but not after a 25-yard plus gain all the way down to the Hills 37, maybe. No, they'll put it at the Hills 45, but it will be a Cardinal first down. Again, we thank you for joining us. We're in amongst the crowd in the stands here at Westwood Regional High School in Washington Township. Thanks for joining us on our tape-delayed coverage of this, the first road game of the 2025 Pascack Hills football season. Vega throwing incomplete over towards Hanson, and it will be 2nd and 10. Looked like Cherkis in there on the stop once again. He's been involved in a couple of those air raids. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock has been stopped, 5:59 on it, remaining in this second quarter. This will be Vega on the option, spinning through for a first down and taken down eventually by Aiden Gleason, number 10. But still enough for a Westwood first down, and they'll have it with a great chance at scoring as well. Fresh set at the Hills 31. So here is 1st and 10. Clock continues to run. It hits the 5.5-minute mark. That's Klein bursting through, and Steve Klein scores to open it for the Westwood Cardinals.
And that's going to be a 33-yard touchdown.
So Steve Klein, 31 yards for a 6-0 Westwood lead. And we await the PAT. It will be taken by 33, Connor Reedy, who was 7 for 8 on these extra points throughout the season. If I do say so myself, it looks like the left part of the goalpost is bent a bit outwards, but the attempt is good. So the Cardinals lead the Broncos 7-0, coming down to the 5-minute mark in this first half. We welcome you back. Here is the kickoff. After the Klein run for a touchdown again, very impressive, committed to Boston College to play next year. He is a senior. And that return taken to the Hills 35 by 28 Dane Brimijan. So Hills now with a chance to respond before the end of this first half. And they'll start from their own 34. In terms of the head-to-head matchup between these two programs, Westwood has taken all 9 in recent memory. Last year, they played at Montvale, and the Cardinals won that one 27-7. First and 10 for Hills at their own 34. Fumble! Kaza fell on it just in time, but they'll lose at least 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 1st and 13 now for Hills. 1st and 14, excuse me. They'll be at their own 31, and it'll be 2nd down and 14. A little score update on games happening in this division. Ramsey and Mawa playing right now. It seems like a barn burner. Coming down to the end of the first quarter, the Rams leading the Thunderbirds 14-13. That's a big game because it looks like Mawa's going to be dangerous in this division. Could be a 3-horse race. Kaza tucking it and running, and he'll do some self-preservation and get out of bounds after a nice gain It looks like it'll be 3rd and 5 at the Hills 40.
3rd and 5.
So Kaza with a 9-yard gain on that run. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Down to 4 minutes and 4 seconds left in this second quarter. And in this first half, where the Cardinals lead 7-0 off of a 31-yard Steve Klein touchdown run. Hills trying to answer. Lula goes in motion. There's the snap to Kaza. He'll screen it for Jake Brew. Brew with a couple of blockers trying to evade the tackle, but he is brought down by Hansen, and it will be enough for a first down. He got a yard more than he needed. 1st and 10 for Hills at their own 46. Under 4 minutes remaining in this second quarter. A nice turnout across from us in the Hills section. Looks like we've brought a couple of students out here. Westwood's brought at least a quarter of their entire school, and they're all dressed in the red, white, and blue. Kaza nearly fumbled. Epstein took it and gained 1 on the rush. 2nd and 9.
Going about 1 yard.
They'll be at their own 47-yard line, but they need a couple more explosive plays, I think. We saw one from Klein. We've seen a couple from Klein, but not many from Hills. We've had a nice one with Kaza earlier, followed by that Jake Brew run after the catch. And Hamilton had a nice run in there as well, but other than that, it's just been mundane gains, which can help at some points, but in this kind of game, you need the X factor. Kaza going to screen it this time for Cody Jones. Jones with some blockers. He's got a first down and 2 more yards than he needed. 1st and 10 for Hills at the Westwood 42. Cody Jones, I believe, with his first reception of this game. He had 9 yards last week and has already nearly beaten that out. There was a flag down, so all of that will be discredited. And this one's going to back Hills up. It's going to be a hold against the Broncos. And so that'll back him up, I believe, 5 yards for offensive holding. And yes, it will be. 2nd down now and 16 at their own 40. So after the penalty, negating a nice gain from Cody Jones, it's going to be 2nd and 16 now for the Broncos. Back at their own 40, 2 minutes remaining until halftime. 2-back formation. Kaza will keep it for himself here, and he's going to take some harsh hits. Klein, Steve Klein that is, and Charlie Sarlo, both getting in the backfield and taking Kaza down to make it an even more dire situation, as Coach Bobby Guy will take his first time out of this half. Back now after Coach Bobby Guy and the Westwood Cardinals' first time out of this half. It is 3rd and 17, and just as we come back, I believe, I thought we were going to get a timeout, but instead Jacob Cherkis has picked something up. And now, I believe we're ready. It's 3rd and 17 for Hills from their own 39. There's the snap. Kaza facing pressure from Sarlo. Dumps it off, but it's incomplete anyway. Towards what looks to me like Ethan Murphy, maybe, number 3. No, that was Lula. And now the punt unit will come out. It will be 4th and 17. Kaza is on to punt. And back deep, Rasmussen and Tyler Hansen. Hansen had the earlier punt to return. Now it looks like it'll come Rasmussen's way, but let's see. It's a high snap for Kaza. He'll get the kick down, and they'll let this one bounce, and they're not even going to touch it. It'll be downed by nobody. There was a flag down back near the punter, and it looks like this one may be against Westwood. Let's see. No, it is against Westwood. I missed what the penalty call was. Let's see if PA informs us. And it looks like this is going to be an automatic Hills first down, so a huge mistake. No. It'll be tacked. I got overzealous. It'll be tacked on to the return, and so it will still be Westwood ball. But they'll be a lot further back in their own territory than they intended to be.
And the Cardinals.
First and 10 Westwood. They'll be at their own 21 with 1 minute and 24 seconds to go in this first half. The officials are conferencing before they spot the ball. And yeah, now they're going to enforce the penalty.
And the flag is against the Cardinals.
Chains will stay in the same place, but it will be a 10-yarder, so Westwood is going to start with a 1st and 20. And they are going to be back at their... We're going to get a timeout. They're going to be back at their own 11. And no, the chains are going to be moved back. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Now the situation is clear. 1st and 10 for Westwood at their own 11. It would have been their own 21 if there was not a flag on the punt. This is Klein, who will be forced out of bounds for a loss of 2.
Bounces to the outside. Going to lose a couple.
And I believe Coach Bobby Guy is looking for another timeout, but I'm not sure about that. This will be 2nd down and 12 for the Cardinals. Westwood back at their own 9. It's Vega and Klein in the backfield. And this one will be for Bruno Vega and a whole bunch of Broncos. About half of the Hills players on the field get to him and make sure he only gains 1. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. Westwood at their own 10. Coming down to 45 seconds now. And counting until halftime. Only up 7-0 at the half. Unless they break a huge one off here with 30 to go. And perhaps this will be the last play of the half. Both coaches still have 2 timeouts. This will be Klein with room to run. Steve Klein has the first down. He got a yard more and then got out of bounds. And it'll be a fresh set for the Cardinals at their own 22 with 18 seconds to go.
First and 10 inside the 22.
18 seconds left in the first half. Westwood perhaps trying to add to a 7-0 lead. Vega is looking deep, and he looked a little too deep for Tyler Hansen there. Incomplete. 12 seconds now remain in the opening half. Second and 10. Twelve seconds. Second and 10, Westwood. Timeout. Lampert and Pascack Hills has their second of this first half. Second down and 10. There's the snap. It'll be a jet sweep for Rasmussen. And Ed Rasmussen turns it up. He's got room to run in the open field. Ed Rasmussen at the 50. Cody Jones chasing him down, and he makes the tackle, but the clock will run out. And we go to halftime. Westwood with a 7-0 lead on the Pascack Hills Broncos. You won't have to wait a minute when we come back, the second half of this one from Washington Township. Welcome back to Westwood Regional High School after our halftime break. The score 7-0. Westwood leading Pascack Hills, but the Broncos will start this second half with possession and a chance to tie or even get some points on the board. Back deep to receive, Jake Brew and Dane Brimijan for the Broncos. The kicker for Westwood, Connor Reedy. We are set to get back underway. Here is the kick. It is a low one, a squib, that is picked up by Hills around their own 25 and taken past the 30. Not sure who had the return on that one. Looks like maybe number 54, Mason Hennessy, in there. And so Hills will have it in their own territory to start this second half. They'll be at their 38-yard line. And so it'll be Liam Kaza. This is the second league game for Hills in 2 weeks. They played and lost to Mawa last weekend, last Friday night, 41-21. Next week, they'll take on Teaneck, who is going to be a very tough team this season. And in fact, right now, they're actually up on Pascack Valley, I believe, 26-21. Jake Brew with a run out to his right. And he took that one for a loss of a yard, so it looks like we're going to have actually just no gain on the play, so second and 10 coming up. Officials are conferencing. Perhaps there was a flag on the play. I don't believe so.
Flag on the play.
There was a flag. And it looks like Hills will be forced back by it. Looks like offensive
first down.
Holds, and it'll be a 10-yarder. First down and 20 after the penalty. Again, Matt Merlino with my cameraman tonight, Sean Barry. Thanks for joining us on our tape-delayed coverage, as it will be for all of these Hills away games. Kaza will hand it off this time, and a huge hit delivered by Steve Klein on Jack Epstein. Epstein still good enough for a gain of at least one, so it'll be second down and 18, so a 2-yard gain. Second down and 18. Hills at their own 30 after a penalty to start this drive. It'll be Lula in motion. Kaza looking towards him. He throws it for Alex Lula, and he just breaks up the pass. It looked like it would be surely picked off by Tyler Hansen, but Lula got his hands in there and made sure that wasn't the case. Now it'll be 3rd and 18.
Third and 18 for the Broncos.
Ten minutes and 17 seconds left in this third quarter. And Hills with a 3rd and 18 from their own 30. Kaza rolling out to his right, needs to throw, fires downfield. Cherkis double covered. Oh, another near interception, this time for Rasmussen. And it'll be incomplete. On comes the punt team after the 3 and out. And it is 4th and 18. So Kaza to punt, Rasmussen and Hansen back deep. 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. And here comes the punt from Kaza. Nearly blocked by Sarlo. This will be fair caught at the 38-yard line by Hansen. And Westwood now takes over for their first possession of this second half. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They will be at their own 38 now. Had the touchdown run in the first half from Steve Klein, 31-yarder. That was the only score of this game. Westwood readying. And there's a snap. It'll be Klein. He is there for a gain of 7 and gets it to the 45. 2nd and 3 now coming up for the Cardinals after that run from Klein. Mason Hennessy making the tackle for Hills. Second and 3 for Westwood. They're at their own 45. Low snap, fumbled, kick towards the line, and Hills says they have it. Let's see what the officials say. Broncos have it. Unbelievable. Unsure of who forced that fumble, but whoever did just made the biggest defensive play of this game. First turnover for Westwood today. Hills had an interception in the first half. And now they have a fresh set of downs at the Westwood 45. Farthest up, they have started a possession in this game. Let's see what they can do for it. Just a huge defensive play. Nobody forced the fumble, unsure of who recovered it. It was a low snap. Lula is in motion. Westwood student section going crazy. It'll be a run up the middle. Good gain. Came from Jack Epstein, and a gain of 2. Only 7-0 for Westwood. They put up 34 in their win against Lyndhurst in week 0, and then 21 in the win against Valley last week. And that's Pascack Valley, team that won the sectional championship in North 1 Group 3 and went all the way to the Group 3 semifinals last year with a 10-2 overall record. 2nd and 8 for Hills. It'll be Epstein again, and this time he barely even gets to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd and 8 now.
Epstein hit at the line of scrimmage. Reedy on the tackle.
3rd and 8 for Hills. They are at the Westwood 43. Coming down towards the end of this 3rd quarter, I believe. And nope. Apologies, some of the pixels are missing on the Westwood scoreboard. So 8 minutes and counting to go on the 3rd quarter. And somebody jumped, and it looked like it was a Hills player. So what was already 3rd and long is about to get longer. It'll be 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
After the false start. Looked like it came from one of the wideouts. And Nick Klein did his job and pointed it out. So here is 3rd and 13. Hills back at the Westwood 48. They need to get to the Cardinal 35. Jake Brew in motion. They're going to hand it off to Epstein, and he'll gain 1, but not nearly enough. It's going to be 4th down, but this is the kind of scenario where you pretty much have to go for it. Too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. It is 4th and 12. They will be punting. So Liam Kaza going to try and pin the Cardinals deep. Hansen and Rasmussen, the returning duo. And there's the punt from Kaza. It is deep. And this one picked up by Hansen, and he is brought down. Carson Baffa, Cody Jones and company in there to make sure Westwood's all backed up. 1st and 10. And they're going to be at their own 11. 12, excuse me. 6:36 to go in the 3rd. 7-0 score. No points have been scored in this second half just yet. We wait to see how Westwood deals with their second possession of this second half. Hills showing blitz. It's a keeper for Vega. He finds some room in the line and will gain maybe 4 yards.
2nd and 6 for the Cardinals.
So Vega off the run, a 4-yard gain. And here comes 2nd and 6. And we'll get a flag and a false start on Westwood. Maybe an illegal motion, but it'll be a 5-yarder. So 2nd and 11 now.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Clock stopped with 6:03 left in the 3rd. And there is a big run for Steve Klein. Steve Klein cuts inside. Gleason can't handle him. Klein is gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. 13-7. Do you believe that? .540 left in the 3rd quarter. That, I believe, will be a 94-yard touchdown run from the Boston College commit. Here's Connor Reedy. And Reedy's kick, no good.
The kick is no good.
It was wide to the right. So it is 13 to nothing. 88 yards, a correction there, but still a major touchdown run from Klein to back up his 31-yarder from earlier.
50-50 number at the end of the third quarter.
And now we get the kickoff, and then 1st and 10 for Hills if all goes according to plan. And now time starting to run out big time. They need some points, in my humble opinion, on this drive. Reedy will be the kicker. Again, Brimijan and Jake Brew are back deep to receive. Kick from Reedy, for some reason, went onside. And it was recovered quite easily by Jacob Cherkis. So now it will be 1st and 10 Hills from the 47, their own 47. .537 left in the third quarter as we get this drive started. Kaza, the quarterback, again the running duo of Jack Epstein and Andrew Hamilton. Jake Brew gets some carries as well. It'll be Hamilton in the backfield with Kaza. He's got Lula and Cherkis to his left side, and over on the right it looks like Brew is a receiver. First and 10 Hills, their own 47. And Hamilton stuffed at the line by a flock of Cardinals. And it looks like he will have no gain and no loss on the play. 2nd and 10 now. Second and 10 Hills, their own 47-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Kaza is back to throw. Kaza now facing pressure. He may tuck and run. Kaza, can he get back to the line of scrimmage? I think he'll be dragged down for a loss of 1 on the play. And we'll see where the officials mark him. It will be 3rd and long nonetheless. They're going to say he didn't gain or lose anything, so it'll be 3rd and 10 once again. And a huge 3rd down right here. The pressure came in chiefly from the defensive end, Noah Perez, senior, 6'1", 280. But there was a hold on the play against Westwood, and that's going to give Hills a 1st down. 10-yard penalty that'll get him over the 50 and at the Westwood 43. It'll be a 1st and 10 scenario, 4 minutes and 30 and counting left in the third quarter. 13 to nothing our score line. Hills, in my opinion, needing a score on this drive to try and keep it competitive. Little touch pass to Brew, and he is taken down about a yard short of the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 11 now. Under 4 minutes left in the third. 13 to nothing, 2nd down and 11. Hills at the Cardinal 44. Snap for Kaza, little pitch to Hamilton, and he is brought down Another loss of one, maybe two. And it's going to be 3rd and 13 for Hills. Coming down to the 3-minute mark. Now exactly 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. 3rd and 13, Hills at the Westwood 46. Kaza needs to throw, faces pressure from all sides and just throws it away. It'll be 4th and 13.
13, bring up a 4th down.
And the punting unit will come back on the field. Rasmussen and Hansen. They will be back to receive, I believe, maybe just Hansen this time. And Kaza will punt. So what I'm seeing right now, in my opinion, as Gleason hustles onto the field to complete the punting lineup, it's pretty much the exact opposite of the Mawa game last Friday night. Defense has played very well as Hansen makes a fair catch. Defense has played very well tonight. The offense just hasn't had the opportunities it has needed to keep this game close. And now with 2:41 to go in the third, Westwood will have a fresh set of downs at their own 20 after the fair catch on the punt for Steve Hansen. Or sorry, for Tyler Hansen. Westwood at their own 20. It'll be Vega on the keeper. Bruno Vega, the quarterback, tackled chiefly from behind by Mason Hennessy. Some others in there as well for Hills, but a gain enough for a first down at the Westwood 30 now. So here is 1st and 10 once again. Cardinals at their own 30. Vega fires one to Rasmussen. Now Rasmussen turning it up on the sideline, and he's got a first at the Westwood 44. 1:58 to go. Rasmussen stepped out of bounds, so the clock stopped. It was actually stopped for a first, so now it'll run, just like the old college rules. 1st and 10, Cardinals from their own 44. 2 plays on this drive, 2 first downs. There's a snap. This one will be a carry for Rasmussen, and he's tripped up right before he would have been gone. Huge tackle from Jacob Cherkis. Still a gain of about 8, so 2nd and 2.
Into Hills territory at the 48-yard line. 2nd and a long
They will be at the Hills 48. 2nd and 2. 1 minute remaining in the third. Still 12 in the fourth to go. Westwood trying to go up 3 scores. It will be Rasmussen off the handoff. Rasmussen has enough for the first and is forced out of bounds near the Hills 40. Looks like he'll get to the 42, but that is enough for a fresh set. 1st and 10, Cardinals.
come down to 30 seconds in the third quarter. Just a reminder, we will call the 50-50 at the end of the quarter. Have your 50-50 tickets ready.
1st and 10, Cardinals again at the Hills 42-yard line. 2 backs for Vega. He'll keep it for himself to try and throw. Evades the sack from Gleason and dumps it off. I apologize, that's Hudson Mahone who he evaded the sack from. It'll be 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. We are just past 8:30 in real time here in Washington Township. We know you're watching this on a delay, and we thank you for doing so. Down to 7 seconds left in the third quarter. This definitely the last play of it, and it will be a Steve Klein run up the middle, and he is tackled in a mosh pit to end the third quarter. Scoreline 13-0 Westwood with 12 minutes to go. Welcome back, fourth quarter beginning. This is a big run from Steve Klein. He did not stay in bounds. He will have enough for a Westwood first down. So back now, 1st and 10 Westwood after that Steve Klein run. Cardinals trying to take a 3-score lead here late in this one, start of the fourth quarter. Bruno Vega with Klein in the backfield with him. And Vega looking for the end zone, fires one. It is caught for a first down, but nothing more than where it was caught. Looked like Hansen on that one. It'll be another first down Westwood, and it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9.
So Westwood at the Hills 9-yard line, 11:30 to go, 1st and goal. Already up 13-0. They'll hand it to Klein, and he has his 3rd touchdown on the night. Steve Klein, 9 yards out on this one. He adds to a 31-yarder in the first half, and then an 88-yard touchdown run that gave the Cardinals this now, what was that 13-0 lead, now it is 19-0. And for the 3rd time today, Connor Reedy is on to kick the PAT. He missed one and made one. And this time Reedy's kick is good, so he's 2 for 3.
Early in the fourth quarter.
And now really desperation time for Hills.
Broncos 0.
As our score 20-0 for the home folks. As the Westwood Cardinals on their way to a 3-0 record. We're going to get the kick here. It'll be Reedy with Bruin Brimijan, the returning duo. Next Friday night for Hills, they will be back home again in Montvale. They host the Teaneck Highwaymen, a game that Hills won last year 13-12 at their place. This one will be returned by Brimijan to what looks like to me the Hills 28. And that is where the officials will mark him. Westwood next weekend. They'll play a Friday night game at Caldwell High School. I believe that's in Essex County. A team that went to the state tournament last year, finished with a 4-5 record and lost their season opener. So here comes the Hills offense, which has been shut out so far today. Perhaps a couple of points to lift their spirits just a little bit. Out of the Wildcat, it'll be Jake Brew. And Brew will gain 2 to get to the 30.
Brew runs to the right. Caporal in on the tackle.
Under 11 minutes remaining in this one. Upcoming schedule for Hills. We said the Teaneck game next Friday. They end the month at Ramsey on Thursday night, the 25th. We'll be there. Then to open up October, they'll have a Saturday afternoon affair, 2 o'clock start time as they host White Morrow, the folks from Englewood. And this will be Brew on the jet sweep, and Brew is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 2 and 3rd and 10.
Lavonis and the Kleins in on that.
And this will be from the Hills 28, 3rd and 10. Under 10 minutes to go now. Still some time left, but if this holds, Westwood will have their first win in league play. They only play 4 league games. They do not play Dwight Morrow, but they have Dumont, and they have both Mawa and Ramsey on the road later in the season. This is a run up the middle that nearly got the first, looked like a yard short for Jack Epstein, and it'll be 4th and 1.
4th and a short 2.
And again, still some football to be played, but if this result holds, Hills will drop to 0-2 as they started last season. 0-2 overall and in the league. Fourth and 1, they are keeping the offense on the field. Hills at their own 37. And we're going to get a timeout. They were trying to force them to jump, and Lampert will take his first timeout of this half. There you go. 4th and 1 upcoming. Back at it. Offense is still on after the timeout from Coach Lampert. It's 4th and 1. It'll be a run and a first down from Jack Epstein. He gets to the 47. 1st and 10 for Pascack Hills at their own 47-yard line now.
Epstein with the first down carry.
Again, we want to send our thanks to the great folks here at Westwood for giving us this nice vantage point and letting us bring you this game. They've got their own little show that's been going on for a while over here on WCTV that brings you all the Westwood games, and we're happy to partner up with some of their folks to bring you this one. Jake Brew on this run, and he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. In that, we also want to thank the Westwood Athletic Director, Dan Vivino, again for giving us this area and all the folks that have allowed us to pop up in their crowd tonight and take a little of the space away. 2nd and 10, Hills at their own 47 after the 4th down conversion off the rush from Jack Epstein. And that'll be Epstein again up the middle.
Epstein
And
carries
he'll
up
have
the middle.
2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Plowman on the tackle.
Seven minutes now to go in the 4th quarter and in the game. 20-0. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the Hills 49. Here comes 3rd down and 8, excuse me. Kaza back to throw, uncorks one deep and too deep for Brew. 4th and 8.
4th and 8 for the Broncos.
All of the scoring has gone through Steve Klein, the Boston College commit. 31-yard rush in the first half and had the 88-yarder in the 3rd quarter and opened this final one with a 9-yard touchdown rush. He's accounted for pretty much all 20 of these points today. This one fair caught by Tyler Hansen inside the 25-yard line. They'll put him at the Westwood 24.
6 minutes to go in the 4th.
As we reach the halfway point of this 4th quarter, and say there are now 6 minutes remaining. Our schedule on PH Athletics this coming week, Monday, we're going to bring you some girls soccer. They're home against Riverdale. Will play Indian Hills tomorrow, a makeup of a game that we were supposed to bring you but got rained out. As this one will run up the middle. It looked like for 13, Anthony Greco. Another senior, and he had a gain of about 5.
5-yard gain for the Cardinals. 2nd and 5.
2nd down now. We said Monday, this coming Monday, we'll bring you some girls soccer league game against Riverdale. Then on Wednesday, some boys soccer league game against Ramsey. And Friday, of course, we've got the next Pascack Hills football game on the year. It'll be a tough one against the Teaneck Highwaymen. Another run up the middle, and this one goes to
Casemiro with the carry.
number 12, Jake Casemiro.
No gain. 3rd and 5.
He has no gain on it. 3rd down and 5 now. 5 minutes and counting. 3rd and 5 for Westwood. Casemiro and I believe Greco are the 2 running backs, with Bruno Vega, the starter quarterback, still in. And this one up the middle, and perhaps a lot more. Look at this. Anthony Greco all the way for 6.
And that's a 70-yard touchdown.
70 yards from Greco.
Anthony Greco.
How about that for the senior? And it is 26-0 pending the PAT. 4:24 to go. On is Connor Reedy. 2 for 3 so far on these extra points. Hasn't attempted a field goal yet today. And this one will put him 3 for 4 on the game.
24 to go in the 4th. Cardinals 27, Broncos 0.
Last year it was 27-7.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen. 50-50 winning ticket. 625-132. 625.
This year, perhaps a shutout instead.
Come to the press box to claim your winnings.
As we come down to the final 4 minutes. And with 4:24, it's 27-0. In terms of timeouts, Hills has 2 left. Westwood has all 3. Cardinals will go 3-0 and get their first win in league play. They have won the league every year since 2021. That's 4 straight. And they'll get a kickstart on the drive for 5. Here's the kick from Reedy. It'll be a bouncer getting through Lula and picked up by the second line. Looked like Cody Jones, and he took it to the 36 with 4:16 to go. .416 to go, 27-0. And it's 1st and 10 at the Hills 37. Broncos again will look to bounce back next week when they take on the Teaneck Highwaymen. Last year a 13-12 win. This year, guarantee it's going to be a little tougher. This will be Andrew Hamilton on the run. He gained 2.
2-yard gain for the Broncos.
And the clock continues to run. Under 4 minutes now. 2nd and 8. And down to 3.5 minutes remaining. Again, thanks for joining us. Tape-delayed coverage of every Hills away game this season, going up the night of or the morning after, depending on how YouTube cooperates. Hamilton with another nice gain. It'll be 3rd and 4. With 3 minutes now to go. Those away games for Hills. After this one, week 4, 2 weeks from now on Thursday night the 25th, we'll be at Ramsey. Then Friday, October the 10th at Dover, and we end the regular season at Hoboken on Friday night, October the 24th. All of those games will be tape delayed. The home ones, of course, will be live on this PH Athletics YouTube channel. That's Teaneck next Friday night as we have a flag down, and it looks like it'll be either a false start or encroachment. And it will be encroachment against the Cardinals. That should be enough to give Hills a first down. But as we were saying, we'll be live for all of the Hills home games this season for football, including next Friday night when the Broncos host Teaneck. We'll also be live Saturday afternoon, October the 4th at 2 o'clock game start time when Hills plays Dwight Morrow. And senior night, the last home game of the season in week 7 on a Friday night, October the 17th, Hills hosting the Dumont Huskies, their last league game along with their last home game. That's Hamilton on the first down run now with 2 minutes to go. And he will gain 4 to make it 2nd and 6. And again, to key you in on what's coming up next week here on PH Athletics, we'll bring you some girls soccer Monday. The girls take on Riverdale in a league matchup. Wednesday, we get the boys at 7. They take on Ramsey. May try and do a doubleheader with some volleyball against Cliffside Park that afternoon as well, as we get another rush up the middle and another gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
And then, of course, Friday night, the 19th, we've got football against Teaneck. We encourage you to try and do a doubleheader. We won't be able to. But we encourage you to try and go to volleyball's league game against Indian Hills earlier that day. That'll, I guess, first serve at 4:15. This is Jack Epstein, and Epstein stuffed after a gain of 1. It's going to be 4th and 3 now, coming to the final 40 seconds.
4th and 3.
And again, our thanks to the fine folks here at Westwood and Washington Township. It serves both towns, for giving us this nice space. Their AD, Dan Vivino, very helpful in securing that. Met Paul Hakimian, my equivalent, it seems, here at Westwood. And the fine folks from WCTV, who's been bringing you every Westwood game for quite a while. Hills will walk off the field and take the result. Our final score is going to be 27-0 for Westwood. They'll record their first shutout of this season and prepare for next Friday night at Caldwell Hills. Has a little rethinking to do when they take on Teaneck next Friday night. For all the folks here in Westwood and my cameraman Sean Barry, I'm Matt Merlino. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next Monday and Wednesday for some soccer and Friday night for some football. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, go to hills.pascack.org/athletics.